Alright, hi everyone, welcome to the Pinkcast vlog. Alright, sorry about the video quality of this. I have my phone right here so I can check. You can check your guys' comments. What the heck? It's totally random. Oh no, my computer just shut off. That's kind of weird. Let me see. Oh my gosh, hang on. Why did this just go off? That's totally random. Hang on. Totally rando. Anyway, alright, well, I'll just get back to it, I guess. For one, I'm sorry about the video quality of this. It's kind of not the greatest. I kind of tried messing with the settings to make it better, but it didn't really make it any better. So I'm sorry. Let me change. Alright, let's go through what we've got here. I've been having a lot of you guys ask me, am I still casted? And of course, the answer is still yes. I am still casted, and I have some big news coming up that I will let you guys know about probably Friday. Let me see if I can get on this stream. Let me see. Alright, there we go. Alright, so there's two people watching. That's pretty cool. Oh man, this video looks even worse on here. I'm really sorry about the video quality of this, guys. I'm actually working on getting Aaron a new phone, and hopefully we can then do something similar to this with much better quality. So that's cool, it's not that far behind. Cass is looking really ragged on the bottom. So what I want you guys to comment below. Oh man, how did that happen? I chewed the heck out of the bottom of the cast. I need to find a Sharpie. I have one in my backpack, but it's orange and it kind of shows up, but it's kind of weird. Sorry, excuse me while I go through these. I wonder if I can just kind of edit this. Okay, there's 3 people watching. Let me see if I can share this. Share. I'm live. Alright, so the goal tonight is to get as many people. Sorry, I put my cast on. I want to try to get as many people on here as I can. I want to see how I can do that. Why? Facebook now. Share that post from Casters. Live Q A. Alright, I'm sorry about being the world's worst and slowest speller. I have this up now. Okay, there's 6 people watching. So that's actually kind of cool. I've never seen it from this view, but there's a little money symbol down here, and those people who donate money would be greatly appreciated right about now. I am definitely on the verge of struggling. I hate to admit that, but it's something that I've really wanted to do. All right, now let me see if I can change any more of this stuff. Sorry, let me see if I can change any of this for the better. Hopefully I can get this to sort of color better. Because this is just terrible. I can't believe how bad this looks. I want to try to edit some of this. That looks a little bit better. There we go. How does that look? Does that look softer? I feel like the light from up here is just super... See, but then I go this way and it just goes purple, and then I go this way and it just goes yellow. That actually doesn't look too bad. We've never actually played around with color settings, and I'm sorry that I'm not showing the cast right about now. That actually doesn't look bad. That actually looks pretty accurate, I think. So maybe that's just what I needed to do. Let's see what I have on here for... Oh, maybe that's better. Oh yeah, that's way better. Sorry about that, everyone. How's that? That's way better. I've turned down the volume on that, but I gotta pull this closer. I have this over here like this. Shoot this down. How's that? Huh? Is that better? So this, honest to God, took me about 20 minutes to get the cast, or to get the live broadcast up here. This is the cast. Wow, I can't believe how much better it looks I will be checking your comments over here. So tell me anything. The cool part about this so far has been the reaction I've gotten from people has been pretty interesting. I have done a lot of walking on it, and it's actually surprisingly really solid on the bottom still. As you guys can kind of see, it's pretty dirty. But usually I bust through the heel, and the heel is like perfect on this one. Like it's not even cracked, it's not even soft at all. So that's pretty cool. Let me see. Let me see those comments. Come on, everybody. I know there's more people up than just let's see right now. I wonder if I could share this on Snapchat. I have so many people on Snapchat. It's not even funny. That's the other thing. It's kind of interesting. Like I can't do this before I go live. I have to do this as I go live. So hopefully that makes some kind of sense to everybody. And I'm always like learning more about this. And I honestly have like anxiety kind of about going live, just because there's so much to it and there's so much that I don't know, and I just don't want to be a complete letdown. So it's just something that I'm always working on, and that's how to get the live notification out there faster, and so that everybody knows that I'm live like right now. So that's why earlier today I actually went live on my YouTube, and I told everybody that I would be doing a live at 9, and then that didn't happen. I did try, and obviously it didn't go very well. Things happen. I'm pretty understanding of that. But I'm trying to think of some more. Okay, sorry to shift gears, but I'm trying to think of more things that I want to get done or do, or get in photos with the cast. And so I want you guys' input on what you guys want to see me do cast. I might even, and I just do it a different way. I'd have to re-live broadcast. But what I could do is I could actually screen record and I could go live. Have you ever been in a full body cast? Okay, I have never been in a full body cast. Oh my gosh, did you hear that? Whew, whew. Dang. Okay, so I've never been in a full body cast. I don't really want to be in a full body cast. For me, it's being casted is not the enjoyment of complete restriction. It's about doing things while partially restricted. So the fact that I can still get out, I can still meet up with people, I can still talk to people, people think it's relatively like real, I think is a big deal to me. And that's one of the things I really like about doing just a leg cast or even just a hip spica. I remember when I went to Canada last year at exactly this time, I met up with Randy. We did a whole hip spica, and I loved that cast. I did not want to take that cast off, but I felt like crossing back into the United States with a half body cast and driving alone, they might say something. Of course, it was kind of interesting when I crossed back over the border. The U.S. guard there or whatever was like, "So what did you do in Canada?" And I'm like, "Oh, I met up with a buddy." He goes, "Oh, really? Where was that at?" And I told him like, "Oh, it was like the motel over there." Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing to you guys. It's me that I have to deal with. I went over to the border to Canada, and the guy was just kind of grilling me with questions. And he's like, "Oh yeah, to see your buddy, of course, sure." And he was definitely like, he definitely knew that like I probably wasn't telling the truth or something, or that it was a partial truth, or that I was really meeting up with somebody for some sort of adventure, or shenanigans. Um, but I drove back with an LLC on, and after I had gotten through the border, I had thought, I was like, you know what, I easily could have done the like hip spike a cast, but it's still everything's so hard to do on my own. Going to the bathroom is hard on your own. Um, eating, just getting anywhere, I'd have to use a wheelchair, and using crutches was kind of strange because of like my cast was like sticking out, and it was like pulling on the back of my back actually. You guys need to start rolling in these comments pretty hardcore because I'm just sitting here talking to myself, and if I do that for too long, okay. So my buddy Matt just says I can't chat unless I create a channel, so that's kind of interesting. Oh, that was a squeaky one. I'm sorry. It's okay, Matt. Hopefully you're watching this. What else was I gonna say? Come on, guys. You guys gotta get on these comments. Okay. All right. I got two more. Hi, Kev. The first one looks like their username is all in Japanese, and that's pretty cool. I wish I knew Japanese or Korean or some sort of Asian language. And then, of course, Maury54. Hello, my friend. How's the adventure so far? The adventure so far has been, where do I start? It's so interesting how my life has changed so much from last year. I can't really like base anything off of like a single, like even when I casted at the beginning of this year is totally different than when I'm casting now. Um, this cast itself has been great. There's quite the itch right here under the knee, and it's kind of driving me nuts. But I've learned to just kind of ignore that. And like I said, the bottom of the cast is really beat up because I've been walking on it a lot. And this is all like, it looks pretty nasty. It's all like, the end of it's kind of like yellow and stuff like that from the dirt and everything else. Hey there, Bianca Ramirez. Like I said, guys, I want this channel to be able for you guys to just comment freely, ask any questions. I get tons and tons of private messages, questions, and then it's like I go live on stuff like this and I don't get anything, and I'm like, it sucks that I can't just answer one question and everybody hear the same answer. And that's the other thing that drives me nuts is I keep getting repeat questions. They're like, hey, how much does it cost for a body cast? Hey, when is your next long leg cast? Hey, when's your next model going to be? And it's like, I honestly don't have any other models planned right now. I only have this cast, and this cast is the first one in probably about 3 months. And then, I don't know, what else did I just ask? How long will you have it on for? Okay, so unfortunately, that's what I was going to discuss either tomorrow or Friday, depending on how. If this video goes absolutely nuts and I get a lot of views on it, I'll let you know when I plan to be uncasted tomorrow. But that's if this video goes absolutely crazy. You guys gotta share this and make sure it gets lots of views. If it doesn't, then I will let you guys know Friday when I'm gonna cut off this cast. So I guess you'll know that it's at least until Friday. But that's the other thing is it's like how do I want to say this? The more membership or the more fees, or basically the more money that I can make from you guys donating to me, the longer I can keep this thing on for. It makes me able to kind of put off other things, other obligations for a little bit longer. And right now, I mean, now is the time to do this stuff. I don't have a solid work. I'm just doing a bunch of side gigs right now, and it's been keeping me afloat. And that's the other thing I was gonna say. You should do an FAQ vid, compile the most common. I should do that. Thank you. Oh, so Bianca said nice house. So we're actually house sitting for our friends because they have a dog, and so we're watching the dog. So yes, this is actually a very nice house. I actually really like the blue tile on it and the butcher block countertop, but it is not my house. So we are being extra respectful. Me, Aaron, and the boys, and Kelly have been doing our best to make sure that everything is like pristine, or at least better than how we first got here. So normally I'd be doing this at our place, which is like a few blocks from here. But this is actually really great lighting. I really love the lighting that they have put in here. It's kind of got like the Italian villa kind of vibe to it, I guess. There's a lot of like the dough bed or the wine guy up here is pretty Italian, and the little iron work thing with the coffee up there. And I actually really like these shelves too. I like how these shelves are just sitting out here and they just put their plates on it. I kind of hate like cabinet doors, and I think it's so cool that they just put the shelves up there. It gives it like this cafe vibe, like hardcore. Love friends that ask favors that I can actually end up doing me a favor, winning. Yes, it is nice. Me and Aaron especially has put a lot of effort into doing favors for friends, and that's something I kind of did, but I gotten burned a couple dozen times, and I just kind of had given up on doing favors for friends and stuff like that. I obviously have my close knit group of friends that I like doing things with or for. Yes, beautiful lighting. It is beautiful lighting. These are all like LED fixtures. The only thing that's kind of like dark is from where the camera's shooting this way. I wish I have another stand-up light that is at our place that I could have put over there, and it would have helped to light the cast instead of having a shadow straight down here. But that's no big deal. I really like the comments that are rolling in now. This is really nice. That's what I want. What other questions? Actually, I could go through here, and I think I could probably come up with a lot of questions. Let me see if I can find some of these questions that I have kind of in here. So I get a lot of people asking me where I'm located, okay? And I'm located in the suburb of Chicago. I don't give out my address, but I'm located in the suburb of Chicago. And I mean, there's a lot of people who come into Chicago and, they come in for business or something like that. It's a big city and there's a lot of people here, so it's kind of cool. Because a lot of people will come here on a business trip or something like that, and they'll say, hey, I have a few hours after this meeting. Can I come just catch up with you, get a coffee, get some food or something like that? And the answer is always yes, unless I have something else like pending. And I really try to go out of my way to meet casters because I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of people who are so shy and they just don't like meeting other people, and I love meeting other people. I don't see why it's such a big deal to meet up with another caster. Let me go to my Instagram now and see if I can find another. Let me check the comments here. Chi-Town! Woo woo! It's an artsy shadow, lol. Bianca, are you from Chi-Town? Let me see. Okay, oh, you know what I could do? I could read some of the comments on my other YouTube videos. Okay, so we have one from Wool Socks Lover. He said, wow, that is so sexy. Where are you from? Again, I'm from Chicago. I don't really wear socks on my cast. I don't know why. I just don't. I could put one on this cast though, but it's already August, so it's pretty hot out. The other thing I don't like about socks is that they always just get really dirty because they're on the outside of the cast, so I just don't like that. This guy just asked, why do you do it in the car? This is on Roxanne's video. And I was taking her cast off in the car because it had a power outlet, and I kind of hate taking casts off like in an apartment because it's so loud, or your neighbors are gonna be bothered by it. If we had our own place, I wouldn't be so worried about it because I don't have to worry about neighbors or anything like that. But we do live in an apartment where we do have to worry about that stuff. Another comment is, this is on Emily's Road Trip, LLWC. Love the calf sock combo. I'm into knee-high socks so much as I am into casts. That's pretty cool. I mean, knee-high socks are kind of like, they kind of give like a look of casts. This person said, me next, William Hudson on the full body cast video. I would love to be put in a leg cast. I get a lot of people say that. Hand leg cast with? I don't get that comment. Put Emily in another LLC, plaster, or fiberglass. That would be awesome. Did she really break her leg? Or did she really break her ankle the last cast she had? No, she didn't. A lot of times I put these taglines on there, and I'll be completely honest, I do them just for like it's kind of clickbait. But like I said before, I'm trying to get views. I'm trying to get everybody engaged. I'm trying to do all these things. So it's kind of because the more that I get, the more revenue I can get, which is the more casting supplies, the more models I can get. It's all kind of like a recycled effect. This one is Bill Ellis on Camille's video on my YouTube. He said, fantastic, it looks great, and I bet it feels great too. He has great toes, and they put my toe ties to shame. I'm sure he means toes to shame. Yeah, everybody's kind of self-conscious about their toes. I don't know. I get so many compliments on my toes. I'm just like, I don't know. It's not my thing. Let me see. Awesome vid. Seems like a pretty cool dude. Okay, this is the last night at Zella's video, and this said, how great to see the rest you cast on the bar. It looks great. Were your toes a bit warm with the sock on? Usually when I have a sock, I don't really feel like a cold, warm type temperature thing. I don't know. Let me go back to my live video and I'll check my comments. Bianca, have we met before? Is this like a I don't know. If you're from Chicago and you were on my Snapchat, then we must have met somehow. I highly recommend if you're interested. I support the idea. Wait, what? What's the most common requested cast? So the most common requested cast is an LLC, or a full body cast. Like I said before, I don't know what the whole sort of fascination is with the full body cast thing, but it's just I don't get it. I know I've talked to EDM a lot. EDM is really cool into these full body cast things, and I'm all for that, and I've made some really great full body casts in my day back probably, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. And I make them pretty good. There's a guy who doesn't live that far from here that really liked my body cast, and then I think I had posted a video or something like that. Or no, what they did is they used a clip of it in my Strange Addiction thing, and he got all sorts of butt hurt and all sorts of upset. I think you recommended if you're interested. I support the idea. Oh, Bianca, was I talking to you about getting casted recently? I think I was. Okay, now I remember who you are. I think. Oh, this is a great topic actually. I think there are so many people. And then I get all these random text messages that I don't never say, but I don't know who they are, and they're just texting me about casting. I'm sorry. I've been trying to get better at. Okay, awesome, Bianca. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we gotta meet up someday and do the whole cast thing, and we could do a live on a Snapchat and an Instagram and all that stuff. I think it'd be a lot of fun. It's like itching right here underneath my knee. It's driving me nuts. We've only talked on Snapchat. Yeah, no, I remember it was just a couple days ago, and I asked you if you were free, and then I didn't really follow through on my part, so I'm sorry about that. Life got in the way. But I do have to get better at scheduling things and holding my commitments a little bit higher. I'm working on it. What else was I gonna say? Damn it! What else was I gonna say? There was something else. I was just getting started. Holding my commitments a little higher. You about to cast recently? I think it was. Let me listen to it. Good morning from Germany. I think this is a great topic. I saw you on. Oh gosh. Then I get all these random text messages that I don't never say I don't know who they are. Sorry, I'm trying to get better at it. Okay, awesome. Oh, okay. This is what I was talking about. Is the full body cast thing. I don't know. So there's this guy that lives not that far from here that loved casting with me because he said I'd make really good body casts. And then they took a photo of it and they put it on the My Strange Addiction episode that I was on, and it really peeved him off that I used it without his permission. Totally get that. It wasn't like deliberate. I wasn't like trying to like make him mad or anything like that. I honestly just didn't think about it. And so that's one thing. Oh, that's weird. It like messed up. Sorry, I'm getting messed up watching my own thing. So sometimes I'm not trying to like out somebody. I just kind of forget like I don't know how to say it. And I probably sound like a jag off right now. But I'm not deliberately like outing anybody. I've definitely taken more care since that time to make sure that I'm only sharing the information that people want me to share, and to keep other people completely private if they want to be completely private about it. The funny thing though about this guy getting so upset with me is that nobody knows it's him, and I have not disclosed who it is. So it's like it's completely in his own head why he's so upset with me. And so it's kind of like, not a big deal to me. You know what? I am gonna bust out something special, get me a little bit more loosened up. Think. Here we go. Oh, there's not much left. Maybe I'll just drink it straight out of the bottle. So we went to the dog park the other day, and let me check these comments real quick. We went to the dog park the other day, and great, and thanks for your German words, more 54. Schlagjug. Oh, I know him. I've seen Guten Morgen, Schlagjug. So the other day we went to the dog park, and it was kind of cool because there was a bunch of people there who kind of like asked me about the cast and stuff like that, and that was a lot of fun. There's not much left in here, so that's why I'm just drinking it. Oh, this is the one that was open. Dang it. Ooh, it's kind of flat. Oh, this is an interesting topic. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about this, but I will. So the other day, I actually got smoked some pot, and we were just all sitting around talking and laughing and stuff like that. And it was kind of a cool interaction to be casted and high and stuff like that. And it was just kind of interesting how more and more states are coming together and legalizing recreational marijuana, and I'm all for it. I grew up in a very straight-laced household. My dad didn't drink, my mom didn't drink, nobody smoked, nobody did any kind of drugs of any kind. And then as I grew up, I kind of like started meeting more and more people, and I'll have an occasional drink. I've never drink and drive. I definitely do not condone drinking and driving. I think you should call in a Lyft or an Uber if you do that. You okay? I thought I heard Aaron for a second. Maybe she's just having a dream. But I think it is cool that most states are starting to legalize this or have plans to or are discussing plans to legalize this. And I'm really grateful that Illinois did it before the other surrounding states did. Because I was just looking at the stats the other day, or I heard about them on the radio, and it was like $6.5 million or something like that was raised in just the revenue from the sales of recreational marijuana alone, which is kind of amazing. So it's definitely interesting. I definitely partake in it every once in a while, under the right circumstances. Who's this? There we go. I don't know. Sorry, I'm so from Mitch. What's that? It's my YouTube live. Oh, you know what? I need to go check what my new comments are. Uh-oh. Is it not live anymore? Oh. Kev, I have a question. How is the best reaction by people when you're casted? So when people ask me about when I'm casted, I get two gut reactions. I either want to tell them the truth or I want to make up a ridiculous lie. I have been burned so many times in telling lies. especially about the casting. I've met so many people, and it's just kind of interesting because you gotta kind of gauge it, you know. Like, I used to go around just going on dates and being like, oh yeah, I busted up my leg or something like that, and then come to like a second date, and I'd be like, I'd have to put on a whole new cast, and then be like, yeah, the doctor put on a whole new cast, and they're like, well, didn't you just get the other one? And it was kind of it was just a bad idea on my part to not tell the truth. So like we were at the park with the boys, and this lady came up and she asked me all about it, and she's like, oh, that looks painful, and I was like, yeah, it's not really a big deal, and she didn't really ask too much more after that, and I was kind of glad because, I mean, what happens though if somebody presses me, I just say like, yeah, it's a oh dang, what was it called? Like a clinical study or something like that, which I am kind of working with Rick on making these reviews for his waterproof cast tape. So it's like I'll wear this one, and then some weeks later I'll change it to the waterproof one, and then I'll try to take note as I go how long I go in it, and obviously when the cast comes off, how's the skin. I don't get the ones that aren't meant to be wet, but the waterproof ones I will get wet. I'll go swimming. I'll completely get it soaked in water and stuff like that. And it's great to just tell people honestly, like, hey, I'm just doing a product review or a product test. And they just kind of are like, oh, that's interesting. Because then they don't feel guilty. They don't feel bad for me being injured. They just are like, oh, that's interesting. I actually don't want people to think like I am really injured, but then I get the vibe that just because they see the cast, they think that I'm injured, and it's a whole strange thing. It feels very strange sometimes. Especially when I first meet people. And so it's kind of like I have to gauge who is the person. Is it somebody that I'm gonna see repeatedly, or is it somebody just passing by that I probably will never see again? And then even then, I'm truthful now with those people, and they basically have to ask like two questions. They say like, "Oh, are you okay?" And I say like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And then they'll either leave, and then it's like, "Oh, well, what happened?" And then I'll say like, "Oh, it's just a product test or something like that." So it is kind of interesting that like have to I don't have to necessarily tell them that I'm injured. Let me check up on these comments. Uh oh, what's going on? There we go. Kind of weird that it doesn't show. Kev, I have a question. Great, thanks for your. Kev, I have a question. How was the best reaction by the people when you're casted? So I explained that one. I don't think I see any more on here. Should I just turn this down? Oh, it was way up high. Never mind. That's kind of stupid. That's all she wrote. What else was I going to ask? Let's see. Do you have anything more? Do you have any more comments? Guys, you need to start commenting, because I run out of ideas and then I just start rambling, and then no good happens from that. Okay, this is one topic that I can cover, and it's interesting. I have been a mechanic my whole life. I don't really like being a mechanic anymore. I'm far too much of a people person to be a mechanic. And then I started being an Uber driver, Uber Lyft driver, and then something came up on my criminal background report, which I will let you guys know all about after it's done. After they made a final decision. I have a lot of things noted and dictated, and I will tell you all about that later. But now I'm not able to drive for Lyft. I can still kind of drive for Uber, but I'm kind of scared that they're just going to flag me one of these days, and then that's going to be it. What else was I going to say? So, I started renting my cars on Turo. So, if you guys do come to Chicago, like I said, most people do come to Chicago for occasions, mostly business, but other things. if you guys want to, I can put a link to my I can put my link in my description of my videos, and then you guys can just click on my link and get churro bookings. They might not even be from me, but if you guys want, I can make a note of where my listing is. And so it kind of works both ways. Let me see what these new comments are. What's the longest time you spent in a term LLC? Amanda Leg and Spica. I've done 2.5 weeks, and that was this past February. What's the biggest challenge while casted? Definitely getting around and driving. Obviously, this cast is on my right foot. Thank God I have Erin who loves to drive, and she can drive me around and stuff like that. So getting around while you have a leg cast, especially on my right leg. Before, I used to actually have a stick shift car, and it didn't matter which leg it was on because of the clutch pedal. I couldn't get around and go anywhere. Slogjug asked, is there a memory you could never forget during your time casted? And thanks for your answer. First of all, I want to say thank you for saying thank you. People just tend to forget those things. Do I have what was it? Is there a memory you would never forget during the time I was casted? There's a lot of memories I have during being casted. I just have to put this cast on for a few minutes, seconds, whatever. Man, my favorite memory while being casted. There's so many. Okay, you know what? I do have one. This was a really cool experience. I went downtown to a place called Float 60, and it's a place that has float tanks. So they're essentially water with I think they say 2,000 pounds of Epsom salt in the tank. It's a pretty big tank. And then you get in it and they close a lid, and then there's this, it sounds really bad, but it's really kind of cool. So you're kind of in this big, almost tomb-like thing, where you're just floating, and the salt water is so buoyant that you will never sink. You can't sink. It's impossible for you to sink. But I did it with a waterproof long leg cast on, and it was a really interesting experience. It's something that I would definitely like to do more. I don't even think the place is open right now, probably because of COVID, but I'm glad I got the chance to do it when I did. One thing I can tell you is that they have a little pillow that goes behind your head, and I tried to not use it for whatever reason when I was first in there, and then after using it, I realized why it was in there and why they told me to use it. I don't know how I screwed that up, but the one thing, so it's part of a sensory deprivation type thing, and it's really cool because actually I think that's what a lot of people like about full body cast is the sensory deprivation and the feeling of weightlessness. And so this thing is kind of similar, but it was cool to kind of feel the cast kind of bob separately to my other leg, because this cast was pushed up way up higher than my other leg was, just because of the sheer buoyancy, I guess, of the cast. The more buoyant the water, the more the cast floats. So it was almost kind of turning me on my side. But I was really surprised with how long it took me for my brain to stop all of the thoughts that I just had flowing through my head. I had so many thoughts, I had an email this morning that I didn't get back to. I have to schedule this. I have to do that. And it was I had an hour in this tank, and it took me about 45, 50 minutes to finally shut all of that down and just move on to the fact of relaxing and not worrying about any of that and just enjoying the time in this tank. So that's something that I've really wanted to do again, and I will more than likely, hopefully, do it again if they stay in business throughout this whole thing, which I'm sure they will. But that was a really cool experience. let me get to some of these other. Oh, there's no more comments. How long have I been live for? Jeez. Doesn't even say. That's interesting. The other thing I want to let you guys know is that I've been documenting my daily activities, pretty much everything I do. I got a haircut today. Erin gave me a haircut, and she shaved my whole face and did my eyebrows and everything, and she actually did a really, really good job of it. I gave her a lot of grief doing it, but afterwards she actually did do a really good job. So I tried to have that all on video. I just put all of that up on Patreon. So I would really, really love for you guys to go join my Patreon. I have both links down in the description. I made sure to put them there. They are down there under all those little links at the very bottom of the description box. You guys can go there and click on those. And I have two separate Patreons. One is for women casted, and one is for men casted. The better off these Patreons do, the more money I raise, the more models I get, the more casting supplies I get, the more body casts I do, the bigger the cast, the more frequently I do it. It is all dependent on you guys going to these things like Patreon and giving me your support. So I want to explain that as best as I can. I definitely put every dime that I get back into casting, if not more. It's definitely a labor of love more than a labor of profit. Then there will be a few months sometimes where I don't have enough to even do a shoot, and it sucks. I really hate those, but that month that I collect, I definitely put it into the very next month, and I'll definitely do a shoot the next month. I try to plan something every month. This month I planned another girl who was following me on Snapchat, and she told me that she wanted to cast. And then she had unfortunately stubbed her toe or broke her pinky toe or something like that. It was all black and blue. Looked really nasty. Felt really bad for her. She didn't live that far from here. She lived about 2.5 hours from here. So me and Erin drove to her, put her in this cast, and she's been very happy with it so far. She keeps in contact with me. She keeps uploading things to my Google Photos album. And it's kind of been great, talking with her about it. Yeah, it's really cool memory. Say your girlfriend, best regards from me. Thank you, Slagjug. And have a nice evening. You too. Hats off to you, Germany. You guys are doing really well throughout this whole COVID thing. I'm proud of you guys. What else was I going to say? Oh, wow, I have eight viewers right now. That's kind of amazing. The other thing I'd like to say right now while I have 8 people on here is that my YouTube channel will not pay out if it's under $100. So I'm going to be trying to go live now in the future sometime. And I will be, if I do a live, that means I'm low on ad revenue and I need to kind of kick it in high gear. And I need just a few more dollars in order to have it pay out that full $100 from ad revenue. I'm trying to get it to pay out every month because that $100 is like a guarantee that I will have a model for the next month. Models aren't cheap. Casting supplies aren't cheap. A lot of you guys know this. And I just try to keep the momentum going here. So, the other thing I was going to say is the links down below in the Amazon affiliate program. If you guys click one of those and you guys actually buy something from those, I actually get paid. It's like a few cents or something like that each time you guys buy something. But if there's any products that you guys want for me to put down there, if there's any products you want from Amazon, please just ask me. I would love to give you guys a link to any of that and have you guys buy it and help me keep this going. So anytime somebody buys something from Amazon, from those links down there, those specific links are linked to me and my affiliate account. And so I get a kickback from it, which I may or may not should be discussing on my YouTube channel, but I feel like it's only fair. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Yes, I know YouTube. Well, It's now 10:50, and I think it's about time to call it a night. Thank you all for watching. I will try to go live. Well, I'm definitely going to go live Friday and let you guys know what the plan is for the weekend. I think it's going to be a huge success. What I have planned for the weekend, but that's if I still don't know if it's going to happen or not. So that's why you guys got to stay tuned until Friday. Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button and make sure you guys share this video. Please get your friends to know. I don't even care if they're not casting friends. Share it on your public Facebook. Share it with your personal Facebook friends. Talk about it while you're having drinks with your buddies at the bar. Drink about it while you're talking with the ladies about, the ladies when they talk. I know ladies talk about everything and everything. But, great chat, yep. Thank you for your honor to my job. Of course. Alright. That's enough for today. I need some sleep. Goodbye.